भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Ahanavatu Ahanau Bhunaktu Aviriyam Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavai. Om Shanti. Om Asato Ma Mrityoma Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning, Shubhodaya, Guten Morgen. Agriculture holds the key to the future. Second part. So, in my last prayer meeting, I told you why agriculture has become less profitable, has become a risky profession. Apart from the social factors, economic reasons are there. So, because of that, not many want to go for that profession. And now there's a lot of scope there because it's such an important thing, because only when farming happens well, we can do all these things that we do in cities. Shifting the entire population from agriculture and manufacturing to service sector is not advisable, particularly for a country like India, because you won't find those many jobs in service sector. Now they say artificial intelligence will create a lot of jobless growth, but agriculture will be evergreen, that I want to tell you. So, but why agriculture has become less viable, why it has become such a risky profession? There are multiple reasons. Because of the labor shortage, and farmers are going for monocropping. You just travel from Hyderabad to Adilabad in this season, you will find only one crop on both sides of the road. Mostly it is cotton. Okay? Rice, cotton, sometimes maize here and there. Other than these three, farmers are not growing anything. And also, high input cost because everything they have to purchase. Seed they have to purchase, fertilizer they have to purchase, and for tilling the soil and they have to use tractors, it's all costly. But traditional Indian agriculture, 30 years back or 40 years back, if you look at, it was zero capital agriculture, where you would till the soil with bullocks, you will collect your seed from previous crop, fertilizer invariably is organic manure of the cattle. Okay, you have buffaloes and cows, and the same manure is put back into the soil. That's a sustainable model. You have done agriculture with that kind of model almost for 10,000 years. Nothing happened to the soil. Soil has not become degraded. Soil health we could protect. But in the last 40 years of after the advent of green revolution, because of this chemical fertilizer based agriculture, soil has depleted significantly. And they say, the agricultural scientists, soil scientists say that if you go the way you are going, it was only 30 to 40 years. Some people say that it is 20 years only. Afterwards, you won't be able to grow anything on the soil. Soil has become depleted to the point of no return. You can't reclaim the soil afterwards. They say that now actually there should be minimum 3% of humus in the soil, but it is less than 0.5% in most of the soils across the globe. That is because of the too much use of chemical fertilizer. Because of high pH, the microorganisms, they die fast. So many actually, thousands and thousands of actually, species of bacteria have already died because of this chemical agriculture. That's why plant is not getting micronutrients. And that's the reason crop yields are diminishing by the year, and farmers are desperately putting more and more chemical fertilizer in the hope that they would get good crop. But they don't get, they will not get, because the microorganism, the bacterial, whatever the component that is there, soil is, it appears to be inorganic, it appears to be insentient, but there is such a rich life there. There are billions and billions of bacteria constantly interacting with each other, with the abiotic components, elements, and then actually providing the micronutrients to the plants. It's a very, very sensitive ecosystem, but we have disturbed it to significant extent. Right. And the other things are there, storage facilities are not there, that's why most of the times farmers go for distress sale. There are multiple reasons for that. Lack of farm hands. But what I want to tell you is, as a youth of this nation, because there is a crisis going on, you should be able to solve that problem, and in the process you can generate your employment. And that is the best thing, you are contributing to the country. Like Anna Hazare, where he has created a model village at Alegam Siddhi in Maharashtra. Young people should go back to villages, and you need to provide that leadership to the people over there. They are today demotivated. They are highly demotivated, not inspired populations, stayed back in the villages. That's the reason alcoholism is too much in villages. And they are looking for some young people who will motivate them, who will inspire them, who will provide guidance to them. So you can have this goal. I think I will change at least one village. Once you change one village, next village looks at you, and then they imitate your model, and slowly, for rural landscape can be changed. Rural ecosystem, rural atmosphere can be changed, and people can live there in peace and happiness. I think that actually is the thing that we need to do. That solves all the problems of the country. So the problems of the urban areas, I don't think actually you can expand the infrastructure further in urban spaces. The kind of traffic jams that we experience across the country. So further widening of the roads is not possible, and individual vehicles are going up. What is the solution? So some flyovers, some, we may put over bridges, we can, but I don't think beyond it's possible. Of course, we are more solutions, technological solutions we are trying. But anyway, it's a highly stressful life. And above all, a busy life is a barren life. There is a Socrates statement. We're all living in cities, a busy life, and we think we have to lead life like this. I want to tell you that I subscribe fully to that statement of Socrates, where he said that a busy life is a barren life. Why we should not lead busy life? Because once you become busy, you don't get time to cultivate the intellect. You will not grow intellectually, forget about spiritually. Spiritual growth is ruled out for you, for a city dweller. Because we need quality time to think, to reflect. If really, if you want to create some poetry, some art, some spiritual growth, all this become possible only when man has leisure. And if you don't have leisure, means intellectually and spiritually you will not grow. You are leading life like an automaton. That's why people in the city experience that boredom. Okay? People in the rural area, they don't experience that kind of boredom, because life is more organic. There's a dog, there's a cat, there's a bird, there's a calf, there's a cow. With all life actually makes, it's so rich. But now if you go back, suddenly what you find is life will be very slow and dull, and you think, what is this? It's so, and you will not stay. You will not feel like staying there, and you will come back to cities quickly. But hold on, stay back. Slowly, slowly, you will discover the beauty of it. As a city dweller, when did you last see the sunrise? ఎప్పుడు చూసారు సూర్యోదయం లాస్ట్ టైం సిటీలో పుట్టి మర్చిపోయారు కదా. You have got disconnected from nature. You have got disconnected from five elements. That is the source of all diseases in the city. 20 years back, 30 years back, when rural areas and villages used to say, and for vegetables you pluck from your courtyard and you prepare the curry, just fresh vegetable. And milk, same day you would consume. Today, as a city dweller, you are consuming milk, okay, that was milked from the cow, buffalo, 5 days or 6 days back, you know. By the time it comes to you, 4 days or 5 days have passed, and the process of the food naturally becomes toxic. There is no other way. You are eating toxic food, we are actually inhaling toxic air, okay, and still we want to keep good health. It's not possible. 40 years, 50 years maximum, but some disease invariably will come in. Once you live in villages, because there is some scope for physical work, where you are in touch with the five elements, you will lead a healthy life. So I think the way, for all the solutions, the other problems, solution to all the problems that we have is to go back to villages, at least certain percentage of the youth, and go back to the village and provide leadership to the people over there. Ideal village you create like Ralegaon, Siddhi. That should be your goal. I think you will be contributing significantly to the country if you do that. So what they are looking for is some kind of leadership. Educated people are not there in villages. Young people are not there in villages. That's a big problem. And if you don't reclaim the soil by switching to organic agriculture, the food security of the country is in danger. Try వెనకబోవడానికి or try, think, have a discussion. Thank you. Have a nice day.